Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video about my 55-gallon cichlid community and how I deal with nitrates, ammonia, fish waste, etc. So you can see the tank is pretty heavily stocked. There's probably 25 to 30 fish in this 55. That being said, anytime I ever check my water, my ammonia is 0, my nitrates are 0, and my nitrates are usually between 10 and 15 parts per million, and that's before a water change, mind you. I do 20% twice a week, so it's pretty substantial water changes every week, but once again, the stocking is pretty ridiculous. It's definitely overstocked, and I know that. The issue I was having before when it was stocked less is I would get one tank boss and he would slowly but surely pick off the fish. And as any person knows who's a fish keeper, the last thing you want to see is fish not making it. These things, you spend good money on the fish, you spend time on the aquascape, money on everything. But I'll show you quickly how I deal with filtration is really the key. So as you can see, I got a canister filter. It's a really old one. I've had it for quite a while. I do believe it's the 306. Maybe it's the 304. I can't remember right now, but as you can hear, it's noisy as all heck. It's super old, like I said, and it's never failed me. This thing is got the sponges on the one side for anyone who has one, so I just have the sponges there. Then I have a bottom tray full of polyfill, and then the rest of the trays are just full of biomedia. The other thing we have here is a hang on the back overflow, which flows down into my sump. Once again, it just filters through some polyfill, and there's a whack load of biomedia in there. Bio rings, there's little bio balls from Eheim, all that kind of stuff. Over beside that, so it flows over, of course. Anyone who has a sump knows how this works, and it flows into the refugium. The refugium is full of Java moss. There's some Java fern in there. Basically any clippings I take out of my planted tank, I just throw in here. And it started off as just a little toonie sized piece of Java moss, and now there's quite a bit in there. I know it's pretty hard to see because of the glare, but and then it just flows through some sponges, gets pumped back up and back into the tank. So here's what I think happens anyways. I was reading about a full cycle. So you have your aerobic and anaerobic bacteria. Now my aerobic bacteria, I have approximately 6 kilos, so that's about 12 pounds of biological filtration. And that's not including, all the rock in the tank, because that would just be full of biobacteria that'd be breaking everything, breaking the ammonia down and then breaking the nitrate down. If you're unsure about the nitrate cycle, I would definitely suggest studying up on that big time before you start a fish tank. But then I also was reading about full cycles, which supposedly, and I'm thinking that's exactly what's happening in here, if you get enough anaerobic bacteria, so the aerobic breaks everything down into nitrogen. The anaerobic supposedly breaks everything down into water-soluble nitrogen, which can just basically evaporate out of your tank. So I'm thinking by having the sand substrate, which I literally never gravel vac. Never, ever, ever. I have a siphon, I just pop it in there, I literally just change the actual water. But I'm thinking what happens is I used 4 bags of sand in here, so there's approximately 50 pounds of sand, maybe a little better. And I think that's what's going on in there. Between that and, of course, the refugium sucking out any nitrogen, or quite a bit of it anyways. Another thing I'm thinking about, and of course, yeah, let's stock some more bioload in this overstock tank, is I don't know if you can see in there, and it's pretty hard to see in there, but there's quite a bit of bacteria and biofilm starting to build up. So I assume that this bottom refugium and the parts that the fish could actually swim in would be approximately 20 gallons. I think I'm going to put some auto cinchlits in there. There's already quite a bit of what most people call pest snails or pond snails in there. There's some Malaysian trumpet snails too, which I'm a big fan of. They keep my substrate stirred up in all of my planet aquariums, keep the LJ down. Once they get out of hand, I just buy an assassin snail, toss them in there, and I kind of noticed that one assassin per every 30 gallons keeps them in check pretty well. So I need something to take care of the biofilm that's builds up on absolutely everything in here, because it's got a T5 fluorescent, which is meant for growing plants, and it grows algae very well too. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a little update on what's going on here, how I keep my my tank, clean for my fish to be as happy as possible. So, I got the intakes on either side. I got the overflow. Got a power head here. That Sun power head was dirt cheap, and it just pumps. It works great. I've never had an issue with it. And the fish all seem to be happy. Yeah. So if you guys liked it, give me a like. If you got any comments or want to see anything else, let me know that too. I have a couple other tanks I'll be taking videos of and sharing. Have a good day. See you later.